Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jacob with Scent Notes with Jacob. I have what I have been warming today. I'm going to try to be productive and film a couple videos. Today is May 1st, so you will probably see a lot of videos wearing the same Halloween shirt and whatnot, but this is about 2 weeks worth of empties. I know I've been bad. I've been lazy. I've been not wanting to film. But I need to get better at it. I will be trying to film a little bit more. I should be getting quite a bit of hauls. And obviously I'll be going through stuff. But this week I went through quite a bit of vendor. I didn't go through nearly as much Scentsy. My melting basket is very light when it comes to Scentsy. I did go through most of my melting basket, but I did add stuff in the mid-month. I was going to make a video with what I added, but then I didn't. But I'm going to be making my monthly melting basket video, so you'll see what's been added there and then what else I'm adding also. But let's get started. So we will go ahead, and since it is, even though it is smaller, we will go ahead and start by talking about the Scentsy I went through. So the first thing I went through was Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. I love this one. It smells like a cherry icy to me. Hopefully it comes back soon, even though I do have quite a few bars of it. In my bathroom one day, I melted, or 2 days, I melted Twitter Pated. I do not care for this one. This is the Bambi scent. It's like a soap, like a masculine soap. It was strong, though. I really liked how strong it was. This is from March of 2025. So it was good. It was strong. Another time in my bathroom, or 2 times in my bathroom, I did Light Side of the Force from the Star Wars collection. I just wanted to get this out of my stash. I do not like this one. It smells like BO to me. I do not like that one at all. Another one that I do not care for, that I kind of just wanted to get rid of, was the Harry Potter Lust and Loyal. This has like a honey note to it, and I think that's what I don't like. It's just a little bit too sweet for me. I don't care for 2 bars in this special collection, but I like the Slytherin and the Ravenclaw. Next, another day I did Rockin' Ruby Raz. This was an old bar. It's a flat bottom. It started leaking on my other wax products in my basket, so I was like, you know what, I need to go ahead and get through it. I really like this one, though. It reminds me of a fruit roll-up. That's what it reminds me of. Another day I did Sun-Ripened Berry in my bedroom. I decided to put the whole bar, which was probably a mistake because it was really strong. I actually really like this one. It is like a kind of a Starbursty, kind of maybe a Jolly Rancher. It's a very good fruit scent. Another day I did in my living room, open concept, I did Orange Dreamsicle. Again, this is a flat bottom. And it's cracked. I like this one better than I like Tangerine Creamsicle, which I know a lot of people go differently on those two. They like Tangerine Creamsicle better than this, but this is in the current catalog, and I do have a couple bars of it, so I need to go ahead and get to warming it. And then the last Scentsy product that I finished in this course of 2 weeks is Beach. I've already talked about this on the channel before. I really like this one. It's like a papaya, beachy kind of smell. It is very, very good. Moving on to a non-vendor or non-Scentsy product, I did go through a Sensationals. This is Ripe Cherries. It is cherry, vanilla, and amber. I really like this one. It is very strong. It kind of reminds me, now thinking about it, of Sanderson Sisters, but it's not as dark. But if you can get your hands on this, I think they did change the packaging recently, but it's very good. Okay, moving on to my vendor wax. I did go through a scoopable from Macaroon / Scoopable Tart Melts. This is Rainy Days and Mondays. It is rain, pink sugar type, and lavender marshmallow. I did this in my living room, open concept one day. I really liked this. It was very refreshing and clean. It was also a cooler day that day, so it was good. And I did like the Scoopables texture of this. I do have a couple more Scoopables from her, but sadly she is retired. So I will not be able to get this scent again. Next in Scoopable Tart or Macaroon, I did go through the Beach Nights Bath and Body Works type. This is actually going right now in my bedroom. It is sweet marshmallow and creamy vanilla, drift through sea salt, chocolate, and warm driftwood. I can't really talk much about it because it is going right now. But it is all I have of that one. So it will be gone and it will lower my stash. Okay, now I have I'll do a couple one-offs. From L3, I went through Lemon Lime Frosty Fizz. This was just a sample. I didn't care for this one. It was kind of more of a medicine cleaner one, which it says Frosty Fizzy, so it shouldn't be like that. From Britta's, I finished a souffle of Morning at Crystal Lake. This is Barnwood Coffee Fire Roasted Marshmallows. I absolutely love this. I've talked about it before. I got it in my first order of Britta's, and then I decided she had an RTS a month ago, and I bought 3 souffles of it, and I've already went through another one of those souffles. From Teddy Bees, this is actually my second Teddy Bees empty I've ever finished. It is Creepshow. This is pumpkin sugar donuts, fireside marshmallows, sugar cookies, creamy cheesecake, graham crackers, marshmallow creme, and a hint of sweet spice. This was from October of 2025. This did very, very good. But I've heard that this scent is typically a stronger scent. I really got the cinnamon and the pumpkin sugar donuts. I did the second time I warmed this, actually have to take it out early because it was so strong. Now I have a couple 2-offs. So I finished a loaf, which you can see it made an absolute mess in the bag. This is Lavender and Speckles Cotton Candy Laundry. This is cotton candy frosting and Island Fresh Laundry. I liked this, but it wasn't strong. I don't know if it needed to sit more or if it was the consistency. Also, this was a pain in the butt to take out of warmers. I think this is like an olive oil. I think that's what I heard. It was like an olive oil blend that she had made. And I think that's why it was so messy. But I would repurchase that probably actually in her shapes or her Parasoy. And then I did do a little like sample cup shot thingy of blackberry peonies. I'm not no one to judge on this one because I put this in my bathroom. I put the whole thing, which might have been a mistake because I was noticing I put too much and I couldn't smell it. And then I started taking out I took some cotton balls to it and took out some of the wax, and then I was smelling it, but then I was like, well, there's no point of having it, so I took it out a little bit too early. Okay, and then Glitterati. I did finish 2 Glitterati's. So I finished Over the Rainbow, and you can see that's kind of, my stuff was leaking in my melting basket, so it's kind of all over. This is Blue Hawaiian, Cherry Slushy, and Cotton Candy. I really like this one. I do have a souffle of it, so I will be melting that soon-ish. And then I did finish yesterday, Strawberry Juicy Fruit. This is ripe strawberries and classic fruity gum. I really like this one. But it was not long lasting like I wished it was. It is ripe, it is exactly that gum, which is crazy. Okay, moving on, I did finish quite a few Rose Girls things. So I did finish a sample thingy of blue suede shoes. This is blue sugar, suede, leather, smoke, and creamy vanilla ice cream. I got a lot of the leather, which I don't care for this. I ended up putting this in, or the leather, I ended up putting this in my bathroom. Just all, it was like 6 little tiny can of cubes. And it was okay. And then I did do 2 other things. I did this yesterday. I did Beach Nights by the Fireside in Cookie Land. It was Beach Nights in Cookie Land. It's like a caramel kind of bakery scent with the Beach Nights. I don't really know how else to describe it. And then I did do Bougie Bubblegum. This is Blue Cotton Candy, Bubblegum, and Yum Bougie Marshmallow, which is a Kaoli type. I liked this. I didn't get nothing out of it, though. It smelled like bubble gum, and then I put it in the warmers, and I can only smell it if I was right above it, which I don't typically get from Rose Girls unless it's a bakery. Oh, and then I did do this one, which was kind of the same situation, Vanilla Cake Pops. Okay, last but not least, I did go through some Sassy Girl Aroma. So I finished a sample of grapefruit. I think this is a sample of a Nest type. I really like this one. It's her typical ruby red grapefruit. Amazing. And then I did go through Montego Bay. This is Toasted Marshmallow, Sea Salt Breeze, S'mores, and Blackberry. This was good. I really, really like her Beach Nights. I always talk about her Beach Nights. And then I did go through a brittle of Amityville. This is burnt sugar, whipped cream, sticky sweet cocoa, vanilla, fresh from the oven, bakery, and a hint of smoky firewood. This is amazing, pure bakery. I do have Heading to Camp coming, which is this without the bakery. And I think I do have more Amityville. Okay, and then I did finish 2 pistachio blends. I always talk about her pistachios, and I rave about her pistachios. Brandy's pistachio is actually my first experience with her pistachio. I did get this in one of my first orders. It is pistachio, birthday, and zucchini bread. This is the second brittle of this I've went through. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Her pistachio's amazing. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and get it. And then I did finish Green Machine. This is pistachio, sugar cookies, zucchini, and marshmallow. Amazing. So that is what I have been warming. It's quite a bit of items. I think it was close to 30 items, which is very good. Gets a lot of my stash down, and also lets me try new things. I really liked a lot of this stuff. If you guys have melted any of this, or are interested on more about it, let me know, and I will try to respond back to you. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!